Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Dealing with Apostates, Volume 9, Book 84, number 5372. Volume 9, Book 84, number 53. Narrated by Abdullah. When the verse, "It is those who believe and confuse not their belief with wrong," i.e., worshipping others besides Allah, 6.82, was revealed, it became very hard on the companions of the Prophet, and they said, "Who among us has not confused his belief with wrong, oppression?" On that, Allah's Apostle said, "This is not meant by the verse. Don't you listen to Luqman's statement, 'Verily, joining others in worship with Allah is a great wrong indeed.'" 31.13. Volume 9, Book 84, number 54. Narrated by Abu Bakr. The Prophet said, "The biggest of the great sins are to join others in worship with Allah, to be undutiful to one's parents, and to give a false witness." He repeated it thrice, or said, "a false statement," and kept on repeating that warning till we wished he would stop saying it. See Hadith number 7, Volume 8. Volume 9, Book 84, number 55. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr. A Bedouin came to the Prophet and said, "O Allah's Apostle, what are the biggest sins?" The Prophet said, "To join others in worship with Allah." The Bedouin said, "What is next?" The Prophet said, "To be undutiful to one's parents." The Bedouin said, "What is next?" The Prophet said, "To take an oath, al-ghamus." The Bedouin said, "What is an oath, al-ghamus?" The Prophet said, "The false oath through which one deprives a Muslim of his property, unjustly." Volume 9, Book 84, number 56. Narrated by Ibn Mas'ud. A man said, "O Allah's Apostle, shall we be punished for what we did in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance?" The Prophet said, "Whoever does good in Islam will not be punished for what he did in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, and whoever does evil in Islam will be punished for his former and later bad deeds." Volume 9, Book 84, number 57. Narrated by Ikrimah. Some Zanadika, atheists, were brought to Ali and he burnt them. The news of this event reached Ibn Abbas, who said, "If I had been in his place, I would not have burnt them, as Allah's Apostle forbade it, saying, 'Do not punish anybody with Allah's punishment, fire.' I would have killed him according to the statement of Allah's Apostle, 'Whoever changed his Islamic religion, then kill him.'" Volume 9, Book 84, number 58. Narrated by Abu Burda. Abu Musa said, "I came to the Prophet along with two men, from the tribe of Asharian, one on my right and the other on my left, while Allah's Apostle was brushing his teeth with a siwak, and both men asked him for some employment. The Prophet said, "O Abu Musa, O Abdullah bin K." I said, "By him who sent you with the truth, these two men did not tell me what was in their hearts, and I did not realize, that they were seeking employment. As if I were looking now at his siwak being drawn to a corner under his lips, and he said, 'We never, or we do not, appoint for our affairs anyone who seeks to be employed. But O Abu Musa, or Abdullah bin K, go to Yemen.'" The Prophet then sent Mu'ah bin Jabal after him, and when Mu'ah reached him, he spread out a cushion for him and requested him to get down and sit on the cushion. Behold, there was a fetid man beside Abu Mu'iza. Mu'a asked, "Who is this man?" Abu Mu'iza said, "He was a Jew and became a Muslim and then reverted back to Judaism." Then Abu Mu'iza requested Mu'a to sit down, but Mu'a said, "I will not sit down till he has been killed. This is the judgment of Allah and His Apostle for such cases," and repeated it thrice. Then Abu Musa ordered that the man be killed, and he was killed. Abu Musa added, "Then we discussed the night prayers and one of us said, 'I pray and sleep, and I hope that Allah will reward me for my sleep as well as for my prayers.'" Volume 9, Book 84, Number 59. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. When the Prophet died and Abu Bakr became his successor and some of the Arabs reverted to disbelief, Umar said, "O Abu Bakr, how can you fight these people although Allah's Apostle said, 'I have been ordered to fight the people till they say, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and whoever said, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, Allah will save his property and his life from me, unless he does something for which he receives legal punishment, justly, and his account will be with Allah.'" Abu Bakr said, "By Allah, I will fight whoever differentiates between prayers and zakat, as zakat is the right to be taken from property, according to Allah's orders. By Allah, if they refused to pay me even a kid they used to pay to Allah's Apostle, I would fight with them for withholding it." Umar said, "By Allah, it was nothing. But I noticed that Allah opened Abu Bakr's chest towards the decision to fight, therefore I realized that his decision was right." Volume 9, Book 84, Number 60. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. A Jew passed by Allah's Apostle and said, "As-samu alayka." Allah's Apostle said in reply, "We, alayka." Allah's Apostle then said to his companions, "Do you know what he, the Jew, has said?" He said, "As-samu alayka." They said, "O Allah's Apostle, shall we kill him?" The Prophet said, "No. When the people of the book greet you, say, Wa alaykum." Volume 9, Book 84, Number 61. Narrated by Aisha. A group of Jews asked permission to visit the Prophet, and when they were admitted, they said, "As-samu alayka, death be upon you." I said to them, "But death and the curse of Allah be upon you." The Prophet said, "O Aisha, Allah is kind and lenient and likes that one should be kind and lenient in all matters." I said, "Haven't you heard what they said?" He said, "I said to them, Wa alaykum, and upon you." Volume 9, Book 84, Number 62. Narrated by Ibn Umar. Allah's Apostle said, "When the Jews greet any one of you they say, Samalayka, death be upon you. So you should say, Wa alayka, and upon you." Volume 9, Book 84, Number 63. Narrated by Abdullah. As if I am looking at the Prophet while he was speaking about one of the prophets whose people have beaten and wounded him, and he was wiping the blood off his face and saying, "O Lord, forgive my people as they do not know." Volume 9, Book 84, Number 64. Narrated by Ali. Whenever I tell you a narration from Allah's Apostle, by Allah, I would rather fall down from the sky than ascribe a false statement to him. But if I tell you something between me and you, not a hadith, then it was indeed a trick, i.e., I may say things just to cheat my enemy. No doubt I heard Allah's apostle saying, during the last days there will appear some young foolish people who will say the best words but their faith will not go beyond their throats, i.e., they will have no faith, and will go out from, leave, their religion as an arrow goes out of the game. So, wherever you find them, kill them, for whoever kills them shall have reward on the day of resurrection.